Alright, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video. So you joined me in the GTI and I'm going to be talking about everything that broke. So quite a lot of things broke, it being a Volkswagen, but yeah, so I'm going to be talking about that. If you've not already subscribed, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. This is a car channel. I make videos on my Golf GTI and on my MR2 Roadster. So let's get into it. When I actually first bought the car wasn't boosting properly. So the MK5 GTI is a turbocharged engine. It's got a 2-litre turbocharged engine, and it didn't really feel like it was coming on boost. So the first thing that was broken and I had to replace was the diverter valve. So the OEM diverter valve kind of has a diaphragm and that's split. So I went to the dealer and got the latest revision and had that replaced. I changed this, which is the PCV. And basically there's a valve in here that should only let boost go in one direction and not the other. So if you listen, you'll be able to hear the valve. You'll hear the valve opening and closing. So like, yeah. So that's pretty cool. So I changed this for the latest revision again. But what I noticed is that the new one, the valve was actually opening and closing a lot easier. So I don't think this is broken, but it was worth changing. So after that, the vacuum pump on these cars is on the right hand side of the engine. So if you guys see oil leaking on the right hand side of the engine, this is really common. It's your vacuum pump. So mine was leaking. I changed the gaskets over, and yeah, then I managed to get the leak to stop. And I also knew it was leaking because I had the car smoke tested and there was a leak coming through there. So after changing the diverter valve, PCV, resealing the vacuum pump, the car began to boost beautifully. So that's kind of like a couple of months into the ownership when I actually got to really experience what the MK5 GTI was like to drive. So if your car feels underpowered, it's not boosting right, I'd start there with the diverter valve, the PCV, and maybe getting your car smoke tested, because it does sound like an issue with the car, with boost coming on in the car. So those are the first 3 things that broke and the first 3 things I had to change. So let's go on to number 4. So for this car, this is really common, the cam follower. So this didn't actually break, but as preventative maintenance I changed it, because I know if these do fail, it can cause really severe engine damage. So these kind of sit behind the high pressure fuel pump, and yeah, they can get damaged. I'll actually show you mine. So my car was stock on 102,000 miles when I bought it, and this is probably the original cam follower. So you can see like a tiny bit of wear. The kind of front layers came off. I think I caught it at a good time, and there's a wee bit of wear underneath. And I think, see, if the car is standard, that say you're buying, or your car's standard, I wouldn't worry about this too much, but I would change it if your car is over 100,000 miles, just to be safe. And if your car is modified, 100% get on top of it and be changing it at regular intervals. But yeah, that's the cam follower. For more information on that, look it up in the forums. There's a lot of information about this, and it's something that you'll well want to look after. Okay, so if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I've done an R32 conversion, and the whole reason for that was because the weld actually broke. So my back box broke off, so I kind of had to change it. So I thought, why not do the R32 conversion? So if you've not seen those videos, you can just look back in the channel and check it out. So that's another thing that broke. What else broke? Oh yeah, I've got this. This is the thermostat, well, the old thermostat. So I'll just show you that. Mine failed on the car. Here it is. It comes in the kind of housing. If you look through the top, you can see the thermostat. If you look through there, you can kind of see it. So yeah, I knew it failed because I was on a long journey and the car wasn't hitting 90 degrees or bang on 90 where it should be. so I had to get this changed. Sometimes it can be another problem if the car isn't hitting temperature, but I know the thermostat is a really common problem on these cars. So if you're on a long drive, just a tip, check your temperatures hitting where it should be, because I actually owned the car for a while before I noticed that, but getting that changed was good. Now the car takes a while to heat up, but when it heats up it hits 90 and it stays on 90. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that broke on the car. If you enjoyed that video, make sure that you subscribe. Yeah, I've got a few videos planned, but we are in lockdown, so it's difficult to make videos. And no, the car's not left-hand drive, that's just the camera. So thanks a lot for watching and take care. Peace. Mark 4 GTI. If anyone's a fan of the Mark 4s. I just seen that while I was setting up the camera to film.